You're going to disrespect the king like that?
I'm gonna.
There you go.
Oh, mate, that's
There you go.
No, you wouldn't.
Yes, I would.
No.
You pick one.
You're not.
It's
You're
my
not,
decision. It's
I
a
know,
democracy,
but you're
Wendell.
not, I know you're not doing that.
I just think if we play to the game plan and we're just relentless and we stick to it, I don't think you guys can stick with us. Big Dell.
Hey, Willie.
Oh, hey, brother.
Long time no see.
It's been a while. Magic round.
We are smack bang in the middle of a New South Wales dynasty.
When you think about a dynasty, look, I know why Queensland had the dynasty, you know, those 8 seasons, or no, 8 years, because when you got Thurston, Smith, Slater, Cronk, you know, and then obviously,
Lockyer, GI.
Yeah, but then you got Scott, yeah, that's right, there, yeah.
Matt Scott, Petro.
I know, Petro, I know.
Like it's Nate Miles, Sam Thaiday,
Yes.
Cam Smith. Like it's
Yeah.
just like, you
That was
rattle
good.
off those names,
Yeah.
they're Hall of Fame players.
Yep.
That's what we had to go against. And I was just like,
I don't know if you got those players yet.
we don't. I'll admit that, we don't. We're just sort of we're building into it. The Latrells and the Turbos
But
are
you're
building in
talking,
a Teddy.
you're talking dynasty, like
What's
that-
dynasty? How many years until it's a dynasty? 3 out of 4 is a dynasty? No. Or do we have to match 8?
No, anything over 5 years, I
The
think.
bar is high. If you're
Yeah.
talking about that Queensland team, the
Yeah.
bar is so high. 8, what is it? Was it 12 out of 13 or something like that?
Yeah, I think it was.
It was ridiculous.
But it was, you know what, we paid a price for that too, because we just kept going with a lot of those players for a long period of time, like Corey
We
Parker.
have
and
a
that.
look. You have a look at guys like McCulloch and Jake Friend.
Yeah.
Like they were 30,
Yeah,
and Cam
but-
Smith was still playing.
Yeah.
That's what I want to know. What is a dynasty? How long? Do you think it's 6 years?
I think anything over 5 or 6 years, 5 years, anything over 5
So
years.
we get this year, we got 4 out of 5. That's a dynasty.
That's close to
That's
it, yeah.
close to it.
Yeah,
And then
that's-
next year, if we can get this year and next year, I'll call it a dynasty.
Yeah, I'll give you that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lang Park has the best atmosphere in Australia.
Oh yeah. How good is mate? Lang Park, Suncorp Stadium, mate. When I first played there, I remember running out there. It was in 1996. I hate to say it, but New South Wales beat us 3-0. They had a pretty fair side. Clyde, Lazarus, Tim Brasher, you know, you name it, they had it. Ricky Stewart, Laurie Daly, Brad Fittler,
yeah.
pretty fair side.
E.T.
But I remember just as a kid, I think I went and watched one Origin because, you know, Mum and Dad, we didn't have a lot of money. I remember watching it on TV and then going down there one time thinking, I want to play footy one day. And just running out there, just the atmosphere of the old Lang Park was unbelievable. It was a coliseum, you know, you had the outers and that, but just like, it was just a different vibe. It was unbelievable. I know you got to play.
I honestly, the only pet hate in my career is watching Queenslanders run out at Suncorp.
Yeah.
And like going, why do they get this reception when we don't? That's what I'm talking about, passionate fans.
Yeah.
If I go back to that, like when I run at Homebush, when there's 90,000, and I run out at Suncorp 52,000. When we run out, you can't even hear this. I can't hear you speak. Then imagine I watch Queensland run out, and obviously I hate a lot of players. I'm like, why does he get to experience that and I never get to experience that?
I think it's hard.
That's one of my regrets.
Yeah.
I'm like, why does he get that and I never experience that?
Especially you must have that siege mentality. You know,
Oh,
I used to love
man.
coming down to New South Wales trying to beat, you know, New South Wales.
Beat
down
Queensland once at Suncorp.
there. Is that it?
That's it.
Wow.
That's
Unbelievable.
It's not
Oh,
good.
mate, it's hard, but you came through that era.
Yeah,
too,
man.
those players,
But it was
mate.
some brutal games there. It was just like it's a battle. That is a battle there. Like there, and every Origin is a battle. But like some that we've had at Suncorp, just some beatdowns as well.
Yeah,
Even though
yeah.
you get beat by, just say if you get beat by 20, it doesn't mean it wasn't the hardest game you ever played.
Yeah, no, I agree.
It's ridiculous, man.
So no Queensland players would get into this current New South Wales starting lineup.
Yeah.
Who but? Who would you bring into our team?
Munster. Munster's my favourite player. He's mate. He's
Same.
a gun.
Same.
Oh, I love
Munster
him, mate.
money as well. I love him.
Munster.
Who
Mate,
else? It'd be
Harry
hard.
Grant. Harry Grant.
You take him over Cook?
Yeah, I think so. I think he's got more tricks to his trade. He's got more, if you think about it. I know Cook's been
I think
good.
eventually, if you told me
Yeah.
this, if we had this conversation in 2 years, I'll give it to you, but not now. I won't give you Cook. I won't give Cookie up.
I think Harry Grant will be the Australian hooker by the end of this year.
He'll be on the tour. It's a World Cup.
Yeah, I know, but I think he'll be in the 9, mate.
Yeah,
He'll
you
have
reckon
his place
starting
there.
9?
I just think Cook's starting to slide a
I
little
think
bit.
you know what it's like at that level. You've got to lose that 9. What about 7? I'm not taking your 7. I'm not taking your centres or your wingers or your fullback. Just no.
Is he only giving us a couple?
Well, who else would you put? Who else would you put in? At the moment now, you going to put any of your centres in out where we are?
I probably couldn't put any of our centres in at the moment.
Your wingers? Could you
Well, you're going to have
replace?
Selwyn Cobbo and probably Xavier Coates. Coates is a chance.
Yeah.
Coates is playing good footy.
Would you-
But who you got?
We've got Gags and Holmes in the centres. We've got Staggs and Crichton.
Mate, Gags always plays well
I
on
love
Origin.
Gags. Yeah,
I know.
I love Gags. But I don't know. I'm not sure. I'm not putting that many.
Munster and DCE are a stronger halves combo than Cleary and Luai.
Why?
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 Oh, mate, they're both very experienced players. They're both, won grand finals. I think Munster's the best player in the game. I know Cleary's a pretty handy player.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just think that the last couple of years they've combined really well together. I know they've only won.
Yeah, that's what I'm about.
Yeah,
I think
I know.
Luai and Cleary,
Yeah.
just because they take that form from club football into the Origin arena,
Yeah.
they hang out together, they're best mates, you
Yeah.
know what I mean? They just sort of have that relationship. It's like Stewart and Daly.
Yeah.
You go play club football, you get into rep football, you get like all these levels. So I think their confidence from that grand final last year, 2 grand finals in a row, I just think they've got that continuity and they've got that relationship. They're young, they attack the ball. Like Munster's on fire. DCE's not on fire at the moment. He's not.
He's playing okay.
If you had decent sevens pushing through the system, I don't think DCE or Ben Hunt would be in Queensland. They're 33 years old.
Yeah.
34 years old.
You
You
know
know what I mean? That's just, and Ben Hunt's 32.
Now that I think about it,
Cleary,
yeah.
23.
Now that
22.
I think about it, if Luai and Cleary playing the third one last year, we lose 3-0.
100%.
Yeah.
100%.
You went Mitchell Moses.
We had Moses
yeah.
and Walker. So who do you reckon? You gonna put that up? You gonna put that up?
I'll have to.
You can put that up, mate.
I'll have to give it to you, mate.
I just think you have a look at the last 3 years.
Yeah.
They've
I
played
take my Queensland hat off then, but
take
I
it off.
just-
Be
yeah.
diplomatic sometimes.
Yeah,
I'll give you flowers. Everything.
Did they come through all their juniors together? They played all through. Yeah, so it
They've
certainly
got
helps.
that brotherhood, man.
Yeah, they do.
2 grand finals. Now they've won Origin together. They've won that grand final. They're probably nearly on the. They'll probably win another one.
You know, one thing I didn't like, but it showed a bit of cockiness. You know when Luai stood over Kafusi?
Yeah.
Mate, it made us.
I like that.
I know,
I bet you like that. You
No, I
would've
liked it. But as a Queenslander,
Yeah, you would've hated
I'm
it.
thinking, mate, you've got a 5'8" standing over you.
Yeah,
hopefully,
but this is the game now.
I know.
You can't do anything about it.
I know.
If
Yeah.
it was just say 15
No,
years ago,
that's
Luai's getting his head
I know.
taken off.
Queensland's all-time team is better than New South Wales' all-time team.
Give it to me.
Oh, mate, well,
You know what you got a problem with?
What?
Because it's only a 13. How are you going to fit Lockyer, JT, Alan Langer, Wally Lewis in the halves? Cooper Cronk?
yeah,
Give it to me.
We've got depth. We've got depth.
You can't. You're going to pick 13 players. You're going to have 2 halves and a 4. You got Billy Slater. You got to put
Billy
Lockyer
Slater.
fullback.
Yeah, we've got Billy Slater at fullback.
Or who's 5'8"?
Who's 5'8"? Oh, you got
Lockie or King? You're going to disrespect the King like that?
I'm gonna.
There you go.
Oh, mate, that's
There you go. JT Langer. Alfie won your premierships. What are you going to do?
Yeah, no, but you need depth.
You ain't got no depth. This is your starting 13.
Yeah, well, you need depth in this great side.
Yeah,
Queensland
man.
side.
So I got Joey and Freddie in the halves.
Yeah.
Not even. It's a no
Actually,
brainer.
you know what?
You can't, man, because you're going to leave Lockie out or Billy Slater or King. They're 3 of the greatest nearly of all time. They're immortals.
I know.
There's your little conundrum that you.
Mate, I don't know what other. You'd have to have Wally at 6.
Well, there's Lockie's out or Billy.
Lockie's out.
Right, you got Bill. So Lockie's out.
Well, yeah. Well, so
Your boy, 3 premierships.
I know, but I'd have Billy at the back,
Yeah, all right.
And
That's
then-
what I'm saying. That's a hard one for you.
and then I'd
'cause
have
you've got better
JT. You got to have JT there. JT's a freak.
100%.
JT's a freak.
Who's your centres?
Who's centers? Gene Miles and oh wow! I'll tell you what, because
You got
GI
Mel and GI.
Oh wow! Oh my goodness!
GI's one of the greatest, I reckon, ever.
I'd have to
Any
go,
era. I'm talking any
Yeah,
era.
I'd have to go GI and Mel.
Right.
Yeah.
So Gino's missing out.
Gino's missing out. I hate
What about your wings?
I'd have to go.
You gonna pick yourself?
Nah, I'd go Dane Gagai as one wing.
Damn.
Dane Gagai.
That's
mate,
good.
he's-
That's good. I'm glad you
Yeah.
you're giving these kids their flowers
Yeah,
now.
I know.
It's
I
good.
know. I'd go Dane Gagai on one wing, and I'd go Lottie on the other wing.
Have to.
Front row, I would go. You'd have to go. I'd have to go.
So you got Petro, Webke,
Yeah.
and you got Artie. Who are you going to leave out?
I'd go Webke and Artie.
Right. No Petro. You going to put him in the back row. Or you got your back
I
row. You
don't
got
think-
Gordy,
I'd go Gordy.
Nate Miles. He's got to be around. Sammy Thaiday, Trevor Gilmeister.
I'd
See,
go.
everyone's going to go the axe because you want to get sentimental.
No, mate. I'd go in the back row.
Sammy Thaiday, 30-something Origins. Nate Miles, 10. They've won 10.
I'd go Nate Miles in my back row. Nate Miles, I don't think he played bad
Nate
game
Miles
for Queensland.
and Gordy.
Yeah.
Who's your lock?
I'd go Bob Lindner. What about your New South Wales team? Yeah.
So this was hard. My back three,
Yeah.
I don't know who I'm going to pick. So it's Teddy or Mini.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm going to sit on that.
Yeah.
My centres is Gaznia,
Yep.
and Latrell.
Yeah, okay.
I'm picking these young kids. I don't care. I'm putting Turbo on the wing, Freddie, Joey, Lock. I'm having Bradley Clyde.
You got to have Bradley Clyde.
Got to have him. Left back row, Boyd Cordner. Right back row, Craig Fitzgibbon. Lazo, Bedsy, Chief. And fullback, I don't know. You got Mini or Teddy?
You got to pick, mate. It's like there's that.
Mini's my boy, Teddy's my boy, but I'm going with Mini.
So now that you know the starting 13s, who's winning the game?
Yeah, who's winning?
Oh, mate, you think we'd have to win? Queensland have to win. It'd be a good game.
You didn't even pick your hooker.
But, mate.
I know.
No.
But see how you guys have got, probably if we named a 20-man squad,
Yeah.
you guys are killing it.
Yeah.
But because you've got to nail it down to 13,
yeah.
you've just left Lockie out,
Yeah.
Cooper Cronk.
Yeah.
You got Slater there, so I reckon it's very even. I think we get you.
Yeah. I don't think so. I think we get you. Like, mate, we've got the king there, Wally Lewis. He knows how to close it out. I think he's won 8 or 9 men of the matches. I think.
Different era, man. It's the 80s.
Yeah, I know, but still.
Game changes, man. Everyone's coming up quick, shutting all those long passes down. They'd intercept him.
Mate, I think, I think Cam Smith, I think he won 5 or 6 as well.
Cam Smith's ridiculous.
Yeah.
But I'd pick Danny Badiris in front of him.
No, you wouldn't.
Yes, I would.
No.
You pick my starting 13 of all time. I'm picking Danny Badiris. And I'll play with both those guys in their prime.
No, you're not.
It's my decision. It's
No,
democracy,
you're not,
Wendell.
No, you're not doing that. Cam Smith.
Nah, man, this is me.
Oh, mate, honestly.
That's it.
What's in that water?
Yeah.
New South Wales will win this series.
Yeah, give it to me.
Oh, I just think you've come back to the field now. I just think with those 2 centres, and not just that, but I just think, obviously Munster's got a bit to prove this year. But I just think with these young players coming through now, Cobbo coming through, young Tino, Gags, our outside 5.
Who's your X factor other than Munster?
Selwyn Cobbo.
I reckon we've got a couple. I reckon we've got Teddy, just
Yeah.
because he's had like 3 Brad Fittlers and all world. I think Luai is a key, and Cleary.
Yeah, that's good.
You know what I mean? And even Cook to some. If we dominate that middle, you know how Cook plays his best games on the front foot.
Yep.
Why isn't he on the front foot at the moment? South's not on the front foot. The front
agree.
rowers aren't getting quick play the balls. Payne Haas is going to quick play the balls. Junior Paul is going to quick play the balls. Tarek Sims, all these blokes on an edge. He's that guy that can just smoke you through the middle.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I just think with that front row and back row that we've got, and the combinations to Isaiah Yeo.
Yeah,
That combination in the middle with the ball playing skills of Cam Murray and Isaiah Yeo on both edges, non-stop with those block shapes, just coming at you non-stop. I just think if we play to the game plan and we're just relentless and we stick to it, I don't think you guys can stick with us. Oh, Big Del, good seeing you, mate.
Go the Maroons.
Yeah, go the Blues, mate.
Oh, strong. Strong. Put the arm on.
Oh, God.